Ladies and gentlemen, on this channel, we're critical thinkers. I always like to say it. We are the 1%. We're not the 1% when it comes to wealth. No. More importantly, we got to be the 1% when it comes to being thinkers and critical thinkers and asking questions. Because asking questions could literally show you if somebody is full of crap or not. I'm Larry of the No Regret Show. I've been saying for the longest, when scams and Ponzi's come to light, it's usually a couple things on what makes that happen. We're going to talk about it after this, but a $20 million Ponzi scheme finally came to an end in Miami. Let's check it out.
Trusted their money with Garcia, the former CEO of MJ Capital Funding, LLC. She operated the scheme from October 2020 to August 20.
October 2020. You see what I mean? 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, if they were investing prior to 2020 and they did their own due diligence and went into big brokerage institutions, why was it 2020, ladies and gentlemen? It's always so many people are going to start coming forward that they got scammed.
2021, falsely promising high returns from merchant cash advances to her investors like Schulman.
Everything was good for like 6 months, just like that. The person that delivered the check every month on the exact same day. The check that I was supposed to get didn't show up. And I tried to call him the next day, and the next day, no answer. Then I looked up and I realized that this was busted by the FBI and the SEC as a Ponzi scheme.
He tells us he entrusted Garcia with $50,000 of his hard-earned money during the pandemic, at a time he says he was reliant on his investments' returns most.
No money's coming in, no income. So I was trying to...
No money's coming in, no income. My man, assume some responsibility. Do I feel bad for you? Yeah, but there's always going to be a sucker, bro. There's always one born every day. Imagine if this guy were to start building a dividend portfolio with great companies that have been around a long time in his 20s, 30s, and 40s. Now he's standing here with the boo-hoo, poor me, I gave 50 grand. Bro, no money was coming in, nothing, no Social Security, no long-term investments, no nothing. So you trusted her with 50 racks and she's just supposed to, turn 50,000 into $1 million. Where have we heard that before?
Figure out how can I keep an income stream.
Victims just like Schulman, who say they've lost their life savings. Their kids have gone hungry, some even battling suicide and depression as a result of their losses at Garcia's hands, anticipating never reuniting with their hard-earned money.
I can't do anything to her. I can't get the money back.
You see, Ponzi's come to light and Ponzi's get exposed when a couple things happen. When you run out of investors to keep the Ponzi going because you need an influx of cash. You need cash to pay your future investors and your first investors. You always need cash. They always need your money. They always need an influx of cash. Usually they get exposed when you run out of investors. Number two, there's a market downturn. People get spooked and they go to cash out. They all come to you at once and you have a liquidity issue. Or people just don't trust you anymore. People start, there start being cracks in the foundation where they don't believe what you're saying. And, rumors start to come out. Remember, people don't like uncertainty. Now, Ponzi's can go on for years. There's a very good movie that came out. Actually, it's a documentary on Netflix. It's called Madoff, The Monster of Wall Street. Came out in 2023 at the beginning of the year. A lot of people really need to watch this documentary because it shows how long he had this Ponzi going on. He had a Ponzi scheme going on for, I believe, decades. And usually it comes to light when you need your money, when you get older. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but it was people in there that they were in their 60s, and when they went to get their money in a time that they needed it the most, it wasn't there. And people literally were having to go back to work in their mid 60s and 70s because he was running a Ponzi scheme. A lot of influencers, I'm going to say it, they work the same way. They follow the same blueprint. Now, In that documentary, it actually says a person who says they're a day trader and they don't lose money and they're always profitable, a day trader who makes 1% profit a month would be considered one of your top 5% day traders in the world. So how are influencers that good with your money? Now, the reason why I set up a dividend portfolio, and it's actually funny, a lot of the companies that are in that, in that documentary, Bernie Madoff was supposedly investing their money in those companies, big blue chip companies that have been around a long time. And you can actually see it. It actually shows a lot of the companies up there. And there's some similarities in the, in the dividend companies that I pick in but my membership. Now, people will say, you might have just copied off of him. Or they're just great ass companies that have been around a long time and nobody looks at them because they're boring. You see, there's tried and true companies that have been around a long time. There'll always be the flavor of the month company. There'll always be the flavor of the month investment. They will always be the new hottest thing that's going to get you there quicker. It's going to get you there in a shorter period of time. People don't want to hear it takes time. They really don't. This is why I created the dividend portfolio membership, where I show proof where I'm not just giving you stocks. I'm showing you what I'm doing. And if you want to use some of them, hey, it's your money. I can't tell you how to spend it. You never follow anybody blindly on YouTube, but it makes you feel a little warm and fuzzy inside when somebody else actually has their own money, because I don't want to lose money. We have future plans, God willing, that we want to make it to, where I'm in the process of purchasing a car for Aruba. We're in the process of, stopping the renters in the next 2 years. We need to build up an income cash surplus coming in every month. So I'm not trying to lose money. You guys know I got rid of the BMW. Wait till you see the most boringest car that I'm in the process of purchasing. Oh, it's boring. It's boring. It's reliable. But guess what? I know when we purchase this car, chances are we're never going to have to do maintenance to it again. Okay. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, they don't understand that when you buy great companies, they're dinosaurs, man. It takes time for them to grow, turn out profits. But if you stay consistent and you don't try to take shortcuts and you don't believe people who got the next hottest thing that's going to make you rich, you really got to think about it. Why is it on social media? Why is it in the news? Why are people touting for you to buy it? But if you do your research and you really look closely, they're exiting. Why are they exiting? Because they're pulling out profits and they're leaving you holding the bag. A lot of Ponzi's happen that way. A lot of pyramid schemes happen that way. And a lot of people end up losing a lot of their money because they trust people that they never verified. They never did their background checks on. Meaning, before you hand your money over to anybody, a financial advisor, you Google the hell out of him. You hire a lawyer to do a background check on him. You Google their name in the SEC. And there's a lot of times the SEC doesn't catch a lot of this stuff. This is why the only person, I even had a person, his name was Bob, aka Roberto. He was in the video when I made the video of the $1.5 million real estate, when I gave you guys a tour. He said, nobody's going to watch your money better than you. And that was one of the best statements a person could have made, because nobody is going to watch your money better than you. You need your money. Your family needs your money. You and your family needs your money. So the decisions you make today can determine where you end up in the future. Don't follow the same blueprints of a lot of our parents, grandparents. They really didn't know about finances. You have every opportunity in the world to build and change the dynamics of your family with technology. The information is more ready to you now than ever. We didn't have audiobooks to listen to a lot of these $1 million, billion dollar economists give us great financial advice. So before you start, even myself, before you blindly follow me, think about listening to a lot of the audiobooks that I recommend. Benjamin Graham, Intelligent Investor, Random Walk Down Wall Street. And you'll see a lot of the information that I give you comes from them. So that will be the verification that you get about your boy Larry up here. I've never lied to you. I just try to tell you how it is, and other people tell you how it might be, and it 9 times out of 10 doesn't end up happening that way. Hope you made it this far. Think about subscribing. Think about joining the Dividend Portfolio membership. If you need a little help just to put that battery in your back so you see with time and money, you see it grow. If you are not a believer of a dividend portfolio, well, come over to the membership and you'll see great companies being picked. And guess what? You'll start to see it grow, and then maybe I can earn your trust. And I'll be showing you bank statements and proof and buy orders. Those people over there will tell you. He shows bank statements every month. Hope you made it this far. Think about subscribing. No regrets. Get it.